What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some Series 13 content for the first time, and boy am I excited. I have not played this format at all. I have no idea what to expect. I've just seen all of the comments that people have been posting on Twitter, both positive and negative, and I'm excited to experience the format for myself. So we're kicking things off using this really cool, I don't even know what to say. I can't. This really cool Groudon, Zacian, Calyrex, and Zeraora team built by Kanto Clark. He is a really good friend of the channel. We've done a lot of work with him before, and I'm really excited to showcase one of his teams as we get rocking and rolling. I do plan on having some rentals for next month. I just have been really busy and don't know the format well enough to talk about things. So I just yeah, like I said, I haven't been able to experiment, but we'll get there soon. So talking a little about this team, right? I think the main sort of star is going to be this Zeraora with the Choice Scarf, right? It does give us a lot of flexibility, right? We have this very offensive Groudon with Stone Edge, Thunder Punch, and Precipice Blades, which is super great to see. Zacian, pretty standard here, right? A substitute variant. Specs Calyrex, I really like. I appreciate the ones that have Trick on them too, because you can really screw over some opposing Pokemon and then have some flexibility. We have Incin, pretty standard, right? We all know what Incin does. It's back in Series 12. Nothing has changed. Zeraora, right? Like I said, Plasma Fist being able to change stuff into normal moves into electric. We have Snarl to provide support. Electroweb, once again, support, letting us outspeed certain threats or guaranteed winning a quote-unquote speed tie with an opposing Calyrex, and then coaching to help out our Groudon and Zacian. And then finally, we have Amoonguss, just really good redirection and support. So I'm really excited to try out the team. We have the code on screen. We'll have the paste in the description. And with that, let's just get rocking and rolling and move into the first game. All right, battle number one, and it's an interesting one to start things off. It is a Gardevoir, Indeedee, a Kyogre, Regieleki, Calyrex Ice, and Magearna. So one thing I actually think is really cool is the fact that Pokeball Magearna shows up that way in Team Preview. I think that's kind of fun. I think Zeraora is going to be really good here. Yeah, I really like Zeraora a lot. Zeraora Calyrex feels fine. And then I like Zacian, and then probably Amoonguss if they get up a Trick Room. I think that's sort of our best bet. I think Zeraora, though, really going to offer us a lot. I actually don't know what Plasma Fist does. I think it turns normal moves into electric, right? Or is it the... We'll find out. But more importantly, right, we have access to Snarl. We have access to Electroweb. So Electroweb and an Astral Barrage can really sort of help us out. As we're going to see a Calyrex with the Indeedee. So this is good for us, right? Being able to go for that Astral Barrage. This is going to be specs boosted into that Calyrex. We could see that. Okay, so I'm considering going for a Snarl here. I mean, an Electroweb here. My main fear, though, is if we don't get the knockout, we're ensuring that what's it called? Calyrex will outspeed Amoonguss under Trick Room, and then we basically like we can't come back from that. Okay, it does. Okay, but you know what? We have to go for it. We are specs, so I think that this is our best shot. We are going to be doing no damage to the Indeedee, but yeah, I don't think that's really going to matter, right? The Electroweb, this is going to be off Zeraora, which is going to be stab, so it should hopefully do. Oh, I needed that to do way more than it did. That's not good. Yeah, I need this to get. I literally have no hope of anything if this does not pick up the knockout. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Zeraora, for terrifying me. But now, right, we have Calyrex with the Grim Neigh boost. We do have Zeraora being able to go for that Electroweb. I forget if my opponent has Calyrex of their own. Oh, no, they can't because they have Ice Horse. So yeah, at this point, right, we should be sitting pretty, right? Anything they bring out. We're going to see Magearna. So excited for that. We have to go for the Electro Web and then go for an Astral Barrage. Luckily, it is going to be regularly effective into this Magearna. So yeah, I have no reason to change plans here. So we're just going to click Electro Web. We're just going to click Astral Barrage. This is going to be +1 into the Magearna, doing less than it did to Calyrex, but like I said, we are now boosted at +1, so that should be enough to KO, hopefully KO this Magearna. I know it does have a fair bit of special defense, and so that should... Okay, perfect. You're going to go down. This is great, right? We're at +2. We should probably see a Calyrex, I mean not a Calyrex, a Kyogre come out. My opponent hasn't used their max, but we are, like I said, at +2. So that should be kind of fine here. This should be Kyogre, and yep, it is going to be Kyogre. We're just going to hit A as fast as we can, because, you know, that's kind of the way that this is going to go. We're going to click Electro Web. We're going to click Astral Barrage. We are, like I said, +2. This is Specs, and it looks like, yeah, my opponent going to cancel. So a very quick one there, right? I think 2 turns. I'm interested, though, to see their Calyrex if we can. Just interested in the item. Unfortunately, we're not, but it is the way it is. Let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is Kyogre, Zacian, Calyrex, Whimsicott, Porygon 2, and Amoonguss. So this one is a little bit trickier, right? Like, my opponent does have that Whimsicott, which they didn't have before, so it's not necessarily a free Electro Web into an Astral Barrage, but I still think Zeraora is probably our best bet. Zeraora, Calyrex. I like having Groudon in this one, just being able to change the weather and having a better matchup into, what's it called? Kyogre and Zacian. And then Incineroar isn't terrible here. It feels weird to not bring Zacian, but at the same time, we're bringing 3 restricteds. Or we're bringing 2 restricteds and a mythical. So I think it's fine here, right? Like, Zeraora, very great option to have. I think it's fine to leave Zacian, which I've probably not brought Zacian to a game, but it feels like so rare. So we're going to see, okay, Kyogre Whimsicott is scary. I think what we have to do is we have to Plasma Fist and switch out into Groudon, just because we can't afford to have Zeraora go down here, and I need to get as much damage as possible. And so yeah, I think that's going to be our best bet, right? Because of the fear of the Water Spout. So let's do that. Let's go for a big Plasma Fist onto the Kyogre, and then switch out into Groudon. This is a little scary because of the fact that we don't really have good Kyogre answers, right? We have a Groudon, which is our answer for setting up the sun. So we need Zeraora to actually do quite a bit of the heavy lifting here. Calyrex does have access to Leaf Storm, so it's not actually entirely over. In all honesty, we do have the option potentially of just going for that Leaf Storm, or not the Leaf Storm, the Max Overgrowth if we need to. As Groudon going to come out here, going to set up the sun. The main issue, though, right, with maxing Calyrex is that it gets one-shot by Zacian, especially given the fact that we don't have access to, what's it called? We don't have access to a Focus Sash because we have Choice Scarf. I mean, not Choice Scarf, Choice Specs. So, little bit of a scary spot, right? We should hopefully be able to take one hit from this Kyogre as a result of the sun being up. But I don't really know, right? It is sort of a scary one. We could have maxed Zeraora. Let's see where this Geyser's gonna... Oh, Zeraora is still faster than the Kyogre. So that's actually really good for us. We can potentially set up... we can potentially set up... okay, that's bad. That's really bad. That is our main max candidate. We can't go for an Electroweb because of the fact that we are Scarf. But, right, we can... Okay, Life Orb 2. So we can get a ton of damage onto this Kyogre. I'm going to go for the Precipice Blades. I don't think it's going to go off, right? You should be able to you should try to probably go for the KO onto so you probably should go for the KO onto my... Oh, critical hit. Oh, it's just a roll. Oh, wait, what? I don't know why that KO'd. I'm not complaining because we got the KO that we needed. At this point, right, we can bring out... I'm guessing we want to bring out Incineroar. My opponent no longer has access to Max, which means that we have a free fake out, right? And it should be something probably like a Zacian coming out here. And we can go for a Max. We probably need to Max Zeraora at this point. We're going to see Calyrex come out. Calyrex is fine, right? We're bringing out Incineroar. So we do have access to that fake out. The question now for me is, what kind of Calyrex is this? Is this going to be a slow one? Is this going to be a fast one? Yeah, we don't really know here. So what I think I want to do is I want to go for a fake out onto the Calyrex and go for a Plasma Fist onto the Whimsicott, just in case the Calyrex protects to break a Sash. Let's do that. Let's go for a fake out onto this Calyrex, right? We can then potentially go for a parting shot. We're going to see the Whimsicott withdraw. Looks probably like a Zacian. Yep, we are going to see the Zacian come out. So this is really big for us, right? We're able to get a really big chunk of damage off onto this Zacian right off the bat. As yeah, we are going to see the very obvious protect come out, but I don't think that that's necessarily the end of the world, right? As Zeraora going to be able to just get some really big chip onto the Zacian with this Plasma Fist, hoping for a 2-hit KO. Amazing animation, by the way. Every time I see it, I love it. Not doing as much as I would have liked, unfortunately. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to parting shot out the Calyrex Ice. We want to weaken that, as we're going to see the Play Rough come out into the Zeraora. Zeraora was supposed to survive there, so a little bit awkward that it didn't. As we're going to see, okay, so Glacial Lance is perfect, right? Because now we get our Calyrex in, and this should be the last turn of, what's it called? The last turn of Tailwind, and so Specs should be enough to KO the Zacian. The issue, though, is they can very easily, as some people point out, switch into Oh, no, we can make it so you can't even switch into Whimsicott, right? If we fake out the Zacian, go for an Astral Barrage, right? We can, that's our play. Because that way, if you switch into Whimsicott for Zacian, Zacian is going to go down. Or do you switch Calyrex out? Or do you switch Calyrex into Whimsicott? I think either one is fine. Because we're getting a drop onto the Zacian. The issue, though, is, right, we can't be wrong about... I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for an Astral Barrage. One of these could switch out into Whims, which is scary to think about. Luckily, my opponent doesn't have access to Max. We're going to see the fake out. So no Protect coming out from either of these Pokemon. I'm hoping with the Specs, this is going to do enough to one-shot the Zacian, which it should. Perfect. We are going to be able to get that just sweet double KO, being able to stall out that Tailwind. And now, yeah, using that huge extra chip that we were able to get off with that Zeraora, right? Like, Plasma Fist saying, hey, I'm just trying to break a Sash right now. And we are going to, at this point, right, it's going to be a Whimsicott versus a Calyrex that is at +2 with Specs and an Incineroar. So I think we're still at 0 maxes, which is fun. Flare Blitz, I don't even know why I'm thinking about it. Click Astral Barrage. So yeah, we are playing Series 13. We have yet to max. So we'll see how... Oh! Was that Marco? I did not even notice that. Cool. So if that was actually Marco, I will see if Marco uploaded his side of the battle and then upload it there. But yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, last battle of the day, and it is full restricted. It is Zacian, Kyogre, Reshiram, Melmetal, Marshadow, and a Groudon. So this is a little scary for Calyrex because of the fact that Marshadow does have access to Shadow Sneak, right? And that obviously is going to put a little bit of a damper on our plans. That being said, Zeraora, once again, awesome choice. I still think we run it back. Zeraora, Calyrex. Let's bring out Groudon for a lot of this stuff, and then I could bring Zacian. I could bring Incineroar. Kind of like Incineroar. I don't actually know what any of these spreads are. How much speed do you have? You have max speed, Jolly. Do I care more about Intimidate? No, let's bring Zacian. Yeah, let's use Zacian to kind of pull for us. God, this Wi-Fi is so bad. Yeah, but I think that this is probably our best bet in terms of a 6 to bring or a 4 to bring, as we're gonna see Marshadow Kyogre. So the big fear, right, like I said, is going to be that Marshadow going for a Shadow Sneak onto the Calyrex, right? We have to be a little bit wary of that. I don't know if it gets a KO. Also, we saw, more importantly, the fact that the Kyogre is not Scarf, right? We went first, knowing full well that I'm probably going to get knocked out by a Shadow Sneak. I'm still going to go for it, right? Because it's so obvious. We might see them not go for it, but we're going to see the Kyogre withdraw. Actually, this could be... Did they have Groudon? We're going to see a Melmetal. So Melmetal, a little scary. Shadow Sneak going to come out right into the Calyrex. I'm hoping for a Survive. Survey says absolutely not. Not even close there. So, hate to see that one. Horrible start. We are going to, though, be able to fire off a big Plasma Fist onto this Melmetal, getting actually a pretty solid chunk of damage up. And so now we can bring out Groudon, right? We do have access to that really big Precipice Blades for super effective into Melmetal, hopefully being able to KO Marshadow at this range. The tricky part, though, is the fact that we are changing the sun without really a good way of dealing with Kyogre. So I'm going to Plasma Fist into the Marshadow, trying to break a Sash, and then go for a Precipice Blades. We are Life Orb Groudon, so I do expect to do a really, really solid chunk into really whatever wants to either switch in or stay in here. It is very safe for the most part, right? We will have to take a hit from this Marshadow, but not the end of the world, in my opinion. God, my camera is really lagging right now. We are dropping frames super hard. I tried to close some stuff to see if that'll fix it, and it looks like, yeah, we're getting back. We're gonna see, okay, so we're gonna see a Max here. Probably Marshadow. That's gonna be my best guess. It's gonna be the Melmetal. So this is okay, because you torment me. Smart. So the G-Max Melmetal coming out. We might finally have to go for a Max here. Plasma Fist going to come out into the Marshadow, right? Doing a really solid chunk. That's really reassuring to see. Close Combat going to come out into the Zeraora. We do survive, which is really critical for us. And now the big question, right, is can we get the knockout with the Precipice Blades? Double connect here. Going to get rid of the Marshadow. Unfortunately, not taking out the Melmetal and activating a weakness policy. So we are in really bad shape right now, as you are going to probably get a KO onto most likely the Groudon. Hailstorm going to be revealed too, so that bye-bye Groudon. You should not survive this, not even close. We can bring out Zacian at this point. You are low enough where I want to say we can KO you. My big issue right now is the fact that Zeraora is so low, I cannot realistically max, right? Especially if I expect a Zacian in the back, right? we don't really have a good option right now. We're gonna see, yeah, the Zacian come out from my opponent as we bring out our own Zacian. I don't. What are my options? My options are, okay, let's think about this. We have access to max guard. Okay, no, we Plasma Fist into the Zacian. We Behemoth Blade the Melmetal. Hope that it's enough, given that the Melmetal is in yellow. I don't know if it will be. So we have to deal with that. We're losing probably potentially both Pokemon here. We are gonna get the Plasma Fist off into this Zacian. It's gonna be a 2-shot, unfortunately. Maybe even less. Yeah, it is gonna be a 3-hit KO. Behemoth Blade going to come out, probably not enough for the KO. If it is, we have a chance, right? We actually don't. It's not even close. So we're probably just going to get absolutely nuked this turn. Behemoth Blade going to come out probably into the my Zacian, right? Oh, into the Zeraora. So probably a Quake, I'm guessing, from Melmetal into my Zacian to finish it off, right? I know it has access to Quake. So we're going to see Meltdown. Okay, cool. So I wish it had a cooler animation, right? It is just Steel Spike, but it is what it is. So unfortunately, we're not going to take that one. I think, I don't know. This format is so tricky to say like what I could have done differently because I don't always know. But it was cool. So yeah, overall, we were able to do some good stuff, right? We did play without maxing once. So I think that's funny. We're definitely going to have a bunch more Series 13 content coming up. We're going to do a lot of stuff for the Spike Myth Cup, which is becoming like super popular. So look out for that too. And with that, until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.